Hi, George here from Mofo Tutorials. This is a new channel in which you are going to learn how to do amazing productions using After Effects, Adobe Premiere, and we're also going to cover web development. I'm George. I have many years of experience in the industry, in YouTube video productions, in movie making, and also for the last 3 years I spent a lot of time, most of my professional career in learning and perfecting the art of web development and stuff like that. So today you're gonna see me working on my new show reel for this year, the year 2018. And every year I make a show reel, for those of you who don't know, covering my personal achievements and my professional achievements, and this year is no exception. So in this specific tutorial, in this specific part of me doing the show reel, you're gonna see how to display a grid of rotating 3D objects into a composition in After Effects. So I hope you enjoy this video, and this is a new channel, so I hope you like, subscribe, and please let me know in the comments below what kind of tutorials you want me to do. If you have no idea of what kind of tutorials you want to do, you can check my website and my other channel, Skumas TV and skumas.com, to see my professional work. And then if you have any ideas of what you want me to cover, please go ahead and I can do a tutorial about that. So thanks a lot. This is a new channel. I hope you enjoy, I hope you support, and many thanks and greetings from Hong Kong. Yo, what's up? George here again. This is another video showing you how I'm making my newest show reel. For those who don't know, I make a show reel every year of my achievements. Usually they're all professional, or depending on what I do, but sometimes I'm also putting my personal achievements, like the things I visited, like what I traveled, and even my health benefits, and I consider them all to be part of a show reel. Because sometimes also, depending on the job I have, sometimes I have also NDA contracts which I cannot share exactly what I did. So instead, to fill up the space, I'm using also things from my personal achievements. So the show reel is kind of becoming more like also like a cultural thing. It's something I started 2011, the first one, and until today I've made 6 of them, and you can watch my progress every year. Actually, the last one was pretty cool. It had New York inside, it had a lot of cool things. But this year was really good also. In the beginning, this year started very bad actually, but now doing this, I understand it was not a bad year after all. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how to do a grid of elements which you can place in a series of rows and columns, and it's looking pretty hipster, small elements, and we're gonna rotate them, and it's gonna look nice. So to give you an understanding of where we are, so this is the show reel, right? As you can see, it's broken down into many pieces. Let me check if this is recording. Okay, so it's broken down into many pieces, but there are sections, right? So I make a section per this we can delete. So I make a section per categories. Yeah, so these are the initial titles. This is the web, the music, the interviews, the video, the travels, and it's gonna be one more health. And here's the final section, which is gonna end the video. And here I'm gonna have all those sections displayed here in unison. So you can notice every section has a beginning screen. This is the music, this is the interviews, this is the video, this is the travels, and this is the final, where we're gonna combine them all together. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So first of all, I'm using Element 3D. So Element 3D is a plugin for After Effects, which is pretty much amazing. And you can import objects files, which are 3D models, and also the models can also have materials which you can use to display them properly. It's not free, you should buy it to make it work, but it's pretty handy. And you're gonna really enjoy it. Be cautious though that MacBook Pro, if you have the cheap version, the one I don't have the 15-inch, I have the 13, I think. It doesn't support OpenGL, so you might not be able to have shadows and stuff, so beware of that. But other than that, it's a pretty cool program. After Effects is still a nice software to have. It's getting more easy every year, of course, because the experience is growing, but there are many other options as well, like Fusion out there and stuff like that, which I would like to explore. So now let's go back to our initial idea. So as you can see, I spent some time organizing the whole thing here. So this is the web, this is the music, this is the interviews. So now I'm going into the video. So this is the video missing. And actually I just placed the video, so let's rename here just for the sake of it. So I'm gonna rename this into element, and this is the control, and then this is the back. Okay. So in my final, now I can import the video, and I can place it somewhere around here, and I will control it right now into the perfect position. So when I see the white, it means it's on the edge, so that should do it. Let's edit the color here a little bit. Let's make it, we're gonna decide the final colors later, but for now that should be enough. Okay, so as you can see, this is the video in place. So now let's go ahead and find the travels. So I'm gonna duplicate this one, and we're gonna call it box travels. Okay, so now we have the box travels, and it's of course the same as the other one. Let's do a trick. Option and a right bracket to cut the whole thing here, and let's trim our working area as well. And let's delete this element, let's delete this one, let's change the color here to, I think I had orange for the one, whatever. Let's use this one. Actually, I don't want to go crazy with the colors. I want to play with random colors this time. No, it doesn't sound so good, but to be honest, there are so many rules like we have to follow, so I want to go beyond the rules this time. So here's my object. So first of all, I want to make it smaller because this is based on the HD, but the actual composition that we're gonna use for the boxes should be into that dimension. I'm gonna place the luggage because now we're doing the travel part, yeah? So models, travels, luggage, import, okay? Now you're gonna see that the object that we imported is very small, so let's make it 3000. And now we should be able to see the luggage. Yeah, that's great. So let's control this object. Let's call this one element first. And let's control this object by creating a new controller. So now this is a null object which will allows us to control luggage. So as you can see, I can move it left, right, I can do rotations, I can do whatever I want, okay? So this is the final, and now we can go and import, we can go and import the travels, which is this one. It's looking pretty cool. So now to do the placement, just move it until you don't see any white. So you see the white here, one more white, boom, it should be precise. Yeah, so now let's go and make our final one, which this will be the health. Okay, this year I'm introducing health because it was a year that I was actually, oh, I had it already. It was a year that was actually focused a lot on my body. I was never into, you know, health and stuff. I was always very unhealthy, and you know, I thought it was time to try. I just always wanted to have abs and stuff, so I went to train a lot, you know, and it did me a huge difference. I feel much better. I feel more energetic, you know, and you know, it's all part of the process. So let's see what we have here. So now we have the heart imported here. You will notice that this thing that I imported has an extra something. Okay, this one I want it out. What I imported had an extra it had Okay, let's make it 2000. It had something like a wall or something, which I didn't want to use, so let's see how that looks now. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, the anchor point in this object is different from what it should be. So let's see if we can bring this where it should be. Let's create a new object to control that. Let's delete that. Let's call that control. And let's do a rotation. Yeah, unfortunately the axis of the rotation is not good. Maybe we can change it with the anchor point. Not sure if this will work. I think it's working. So now we can control the heart here. Let's send it a bit back. That's great. So solid settings, solid settings here should be something like, I don't know. Yeah, this pinkish heart looks kind of worrying, like there's a problem. So let's try green, yellow, blue for cool. Okay, and one other thing we want to do here is we notice, first of all, because I don't have an OpenGL, I cannot use lighting, so I need to bring this up a bit, so I can do that using this parameter here. So environment, and bring the gamma down until this is the result. Oh, it's pretty cool actually. And another trick if you want to improve the rendering is use ambient occlusion. So you will see there will be shadows where the polygons meet each other. And there's also ray tracing, which is a bit more harsh, but this creates a bit more realistic shadowing to your object, because now it's like too empty. Yeah. So let's go back to our final, and let's import our box health. Yeah, and should we placing it here? 1, 2, it's perfect. So this is cool, but now let's start rotating those objects. Okay, so that should be pretty easy. So again, let's trim our composition to something that makes sense. Okay, and now we are controlling here. Okay, so as you can see, so let's do a rotation, and let's rotate it until 7, and let's make 3 rotations. Actually, let's use until 3 seconds, so it's easier to track. I'm not sure how long this will stay on screen, so okay, let's make it 6, just be okay. Okay, so now let's do the same for the music. Again, let's trim the composition to a more reasonable width, and let's rotate the object by, first of all, we need to bring it closer. Closer is good, but also we need to put it a bit up. Oh yeah. So now let's go to rotation again and use this one, right? Yeah, use this rotation and go to the 6 seconds and do 3 rotations. That should do it. So as you can see now, this is rotating. Let's go back to our final. We have many choices now. We can select to rotate them at the same time, the same speed, or we can do variations. Not sure yet. Let's fix this one first. Let's bring the also down. Let's bring the resolution to the 3rd. So now we have the mic here. Let's rename this element, by the way. I like to make things neat. So let's bring this closer. So now we go to rotation again, and we go to the 6th second, and we do 3 rotations. That's pretty cool. And now let's go to video, Again, let's stream the composition to something that makes sense. Boom, motherfucker. Alright, cool. So now we have this here and we have the control. Let's bring the object closer. This is video camera, and let's go to rotation. Let's play with this axis and let's select 6 seconds, and then let's do this 3 times. It's rotating pretty nice, but I don't like the position. Let's bring it closer again. Awesome. So now let's go to travels. This is too dark. Too dark. Let's make it brighter. Even more. And let's make the object a bit brighter as well. Again, you can add lights in the normal versions. I cannot because I don't have an OpenGL, so should be able to do that. I can show you another tutorial. Maybe I'll change my mic or something. I don't know. So we have now the full rotation. Unfortunately, this composition is smaller, so let's go and make it 7 seconds. 7 0 0. Make the timeline less. Find those things. Bring them here. Okay. 6 seconds. Full rotation. Done. And what else we have? We have the health, the final one. So for the health one, let's close this one. This is our control. Y position. 6 seconds. 3 times. And trim. So now if we go to our final, we should be able to see everything. Current spotting pretty nicely. Okay, maybe we need to make the laptop a bit smaller. That's something we might want to do. Make the laptop smaller. And I want to make the travel bag smaller. Okay. Maybe just bring it here. Okay, so here you have it. This is how you can make a series of nice objects into a grid and divide them into your composition. In our case, I'm using this one as a way to indicate the end of the video, end of the series. So I hope you enjoyed this, not exactly tutorial, but spending time with me, seeing how I'm working, and I hope you could learn some things from this tutorial. And stay tuned. I'm gonna release also the link for the showreel for this year pretty soon. And see you. Enjoy.